Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great Friday as we head into Memorial Day weekend. And today we're going to be talking about the next massive storm. We have a current storm still going through the East Coast today, but we also have another storm that's going to start bringing severe weather to the plains from today and even into early next week. So here we are looking at today's severe weather outlook. We are looking at severe weather possible today across the East Coast from South Carolina all the way up there to near New York City. We're also seeing some severe weather possible there in Wyoming and South Dakota. So just be aware, especially along the East Coast for the rest of today, since most of these storms have happened throughout the morning along the East Coast. However, we are still expecting storms today across the northwestern United States. Now let's look at the tornado risk that will exist, that will continue throughout today, which we do have that 5% chance for tornadoes. So just keep an eye on that. And that 2% risk of tornadoes even reaches up there into Maine, even into down here into South Carolina. So if you're in that tornado risk, storms can be, we've seen multiple tornado warnings throughout today, and storms can be capable of producing brief tornadoes. So as we do have that wind risk, we have a major wind threat for those storms up there in the northwest. So 70-mile-per-hour winds or greater is possible. That means that these are going to be damaging storms. So you need to be prepared for those storms up there. However, I don't think there's going to be much of a damaging wind threat along the East Coast. There's definitely going to be a damaging wind threat, but it's not going to be much as these storms are not super organized. They're not really a super organized line of storms, but they are a line of storms at the same time. More localized spots may be seeing stronger wind gusts. So hail risk is not really much of a hail risk, only a 5% chance for quarter-sized hail. So definitely mainly winds and tornadoes are possible today. On the other hand, we do have another risk for tomorrow as this slow system moves over the northern plains. This new low pressure system, of course, still some marginal risk for severe weather across some areas here, but the main risk again is going to be that slight risk here. We do have no tornado chance so far for tomorrow, which is always good. However, we do have a big time wind threat as well, another significant chance for 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and greater for some storms here in that kind of hatched region. So you need to be prepared for tomorrow, especially as well in South Dakota and Nebraska. So we also do have a hail threat with this. We have a 15% chance here for quarter-sized hail and greater. And if there's enough energy left to north here, you could definitely see upwards of over golf ball sized hail. So just keep an eye on that and make sure you are prepared. Stay tuned, especially to severe thunderstorm warnings, as those storms will be damaging. Of course, this is when things get really interesting, when we do have these more significant threats here for severe weather. Is starting Sunday, we do have an enhanced risk for severe weather here from Nebraska all the way up there into southwestern Minnesota. Again, this could be definitely quite the day here, as we could see possibly a tornado outbreak happen in this area. So you need to be weather aware. You need to be prepared for this storm here. I'm telling you to get prepared now, especially we have some viewers up here in Minnesota. We have some viewers over here in near the Lincoln, Nebraska area as well. You guys need to be getting prepared now. So again, those storms can be damaging, and also you need to be aware of those tornado warnings, as we could definitely see there's ingredients in place here for possibly some significant tornadoes. So we're really going to have to keep a close eye on it, and I will keep you guys updated here. Again, when there's that probabilistic outlook, which means this is tornado risk, hail risk, and wind risk mixed all together. And we do have a significant chance already in Nebraska, South Dakota, Minnesota, and a little bit of northwestern Iowa. So again, definitely, this is one of the major days here as for Sunday, and let's go ahead and look at Monday. Again, once again, these are nearly the same areas here, just a little farther south here, but there's also a risk up here, once again here, for this cold front going into these areas. I think it's going to be a linear threat here for Monday, more of a supercell threat for Sunday. But again, definitely quite the threat here. We have a 30% chance here from the Storm Prediction Center for some significant severe weather possible on Monday as well. So definitely a likelihood that I will be going live on Sunday and Monday, especially if they're in the afternoon hours. If they're going to be in the overnight hours, I probably won't be live. But definitely if it's in the afternoon, I will definitely be live for these severe weather outbreaks. Let's see why there's such a damaging wind threat for tomorrow regarding that severe weather for Saturday again. Let's look. Here's that slight risk overlaid on there, and also the future data we're going to be looking at here. This is 2 p.m. of tomorrow, so let's go ahead and move forward to the next couple of hours. As we head to 4 p.m., we do see some supercells starting to fire over here along Nebraska and also Wyoming as that heads into South Dakota around 5 p.m., around 6 p.m. or so, and some of these times maybe in Mountain Daylight Time, so just keep track of that. And as you can see, definitely a damaging wind threat I could tell here because of these clustered storms. These are going to be forming into kind of a bow echo here already around 6 p.m. or so, heading into the Rapid City area with some damaging wind threat. It's going to be west of Sioux Falls here. And again, definitely quite the wind threat as these don't really look like a line of storms here, but they are going to be having some very strong downdrafts, which may produce some very strong winds and also some hail with these. And that's going to be heading into the late evening hours as we hit to 9 p.m., around 10 p.m. or so. Those cells are going to be very strong as they approach the Sioux Falls area again in South Dakota. And those will continue through 2 a.m. or so with, again, some very strong winds and possible hail as we head into the overnight hours. This is 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Still some very strong cells in there as we head to 5 a.m. So early morning hours of Sunday, still some very strong cells up here in northern Minnesota. Some of you may see a stormy morning or so in your Fargo. Otherwise, that's going to be lasting quite a while, and that's when we head into Sunday, where we do see those storms. So far, we don't have much details on this, but so far around 6 p.m. we do see those storms develop in western Nebraska. So this probably for Sunday's risk, I do think it may be more the overnight, the late evening hours. So there's a chance, there's a slim chance I might go live for this if it doesn't go too late into the night. However, if Monday I might have a bigger chance to go live since it may be earlier. I don't really know yet, so I'll have more details and just put post notifications on because I could really go live anytime if there's any major situations that do unfold within the next few days of severe weather. So why is all the severe weather why is this all unfolding at this time this weekend? Well, this is because we have so much heat that is lifting from the Gulf of Mexico here. So much moisture that is lifted from the Gulf of Mexico. As you can see, a lot of these temperatures are moisture. A lot of these like 90s and near 100s. This is all moisture being lifted from the Gulf of Mexico. And then you got the lower level jet stream that is currently dipping as a trough. And that is going to bring a lot of the severe weather here for these areas here. We're going to see cooler temperatures right now. This is literally what I was expecting a few days ago when I was talking about that heat wave coming up. We were looking at the Climate Prediction Center for those below average temperatures in the northwestern U.S. We're also seeing some very above average temperatures for most of the eastern U.S. here. So that's why I was expecting, again, more severe weather expected for this area throughout the next 2 weeks or so. And that's what's about to happen here for Memorial Day weekend, and especially for Monday, again, Memorial Day. So we're definitely going to be watching some big-time severe weather here for Sunday into Monday. So again, Memorial Day for the north, for the U.S. Definitely of these areas. If you live in these areas for Monday, when you're going to be celebrating Memorial Day weekend for anyone, you are definitely going to be in that threat for severe weather, like we discussed in just a few minutes ago. You definitely need to be really weather aware for Sunday and Monday, as again, significant parameters are there. They are capable of producing tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds. All those are hazards, so very damaging winds. Again, look at that heat wave that as it unfolds across much of the eastern U.S. Still quite the heat wave in Texas as we head into early June. And that cold front kind of slowly goes into much of the U.S. here. We might see some storms possible here if there are any parameters across the Ohio Valley into the southern U.S. for early June here. But again, definitely some very hot temperatures as we head into early June for southeastern U.S. And then we get another spike for severe weather possible around June 5th, I think. as we do have a lot of moisture and heat temperatures, very hot temperatures lifting north there into much of the central U.S. So we're going to have to keep watch of that as well. But for now, we're going to be focused on the Central Plains severe weather. Again, look at all this integrated vapor transport. We're seeing an insane amount of moisture. This is what you saw in the thumbnail. And look at this. This is going to be Sunday into Monday. And look at this. This is going to be Sunday. We're seeing an insane amount of moisture being lifted and a very insane amount of vapor transport being lifted here in much of the Midwest here. But then we head into Sunday. We head into Monday here. And look how much moisture is being lifted here. We're seeing pinks in here with purples. And that is just an insane amount of moisture. It's going to be a lot of moisture for these storms to pick up and really get going. They're going to be very intense storms here, especially in Nebraska. Look at that kind of low pressure system with that cold front. These are going to be, I can just tell, storms are going to be very intense with some very straight line winds. Starting intense straight line winds here. They're going to be damaging winds for Monday, I think. And then for I think they're going to be mainly supercells for the overnight hours of Sunday. And then as we hit to Monday, they're going to be more of that line of storms like we discussed a few minutes ago. So again, just keep an eye on these. I'm going to bring another update for tomorrow. On tomorrow's video, I'll have a lot more details on where these storms are going to be and more of the main threats like tornadoes, winds, and hail. However, I think they're going to be all threats. All of those threats are going to be definitely very valid for Sunday and Monday. However, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to subscribe so you know, again, I'll have more updates as we get closer to the event. And also make sure to share this video with any friends or family who may enjoy this type of content or may actually depend on this type of content to keep you prepared and ahead of the storm. So as always, I'll see you in the next one and stay safe.